Welcome back, guys, to another Poke Portfolio video. Today, I'll be taking you through a collection I have just purchased on eBay. As you can see, it's Celebration set, guys. Celebrations has been very flat. It's been sleepy. It hasn't been doing much recently for the sealed market, that is. Some individual cards are performing okay. They're looking like they're bottoming out. So I thought, great time to buy, great time to get into a collection. This sort of lined up perfectly for me. I was quite lucky to catch this when I did. The seller, the first thing you have to do, guys, is always look at the seller. He had good reviews from pretty much everyone he's sold to. So this is a good indication that you're not going to get ripped off. You're not going to get any fakes, any bad photos, etc. Good postage. I can't complain. I literally can't complain. The collection was a master set of celebrations. I ended up paying 229, I believe, with postage. Yeah, around there, roughly 229 for the whole master set celebrations, and that includes the gold cards, guys. So I'll get to that later. But the whole set, I mean, you can see he took good photos. A good sign is when someone's willing to show the back of the cards as well, front and back. Very happy as a buyer to see that. That is what draws me into these collection buys. I get to make my mind up of the condition of these cards, what I'm willing to pay for these cards, and he's done a great job taking photos of these cards. So I can see there's a bit of damage on that card there, so I can see that is the Zekrom there. And yeah, I swooped in last second. If there's any advice I could give, it's wait as long as you possibly can before you place a bid on an auction. And when you do bid at last minute, bid higher, bid at least £5 higher than the current bid, and there's a chance that you get it, guys. So this was a steal deal. This we'll go through the numbers in a second here, but guys, I saw this, I was like, I could not believe the price I was paying for this. 230 for an entire master set of celebrations. Even the Pikachu Union cards are in here. Unfortunately, the Jumbo wasn't in here, but I'm not too bothered. I've actually got a V Union box sitting in my cupboard, so I've got plans to open that up on a different video. But so I hope I'll get the Jumbo out of that. Potentially grade the Jumbo, because there's a little bit of a market for that, guys. But get the Jumbo. So I wasn't too bothered not getting it in this collection, but I was more eyeing up these metal cards up here. This is between these two, guys. The cost is at least 100 between these two alone. So I'm getting the master set without the gold card, without the two metal cards, for 130. You gotta swoop as soon as you see these prices. You gotta swoop in and get these, because it's an easy grade. It's an easy grade in to PSA, and then you can sell the graded cards on. So that was the plan going into this, was to check the condition of these cards, and seeing this in person, it lived up to the photos. I mean, a lot of these cards are gradable, and I will be sending them off to PSA, especially Charizard, Mew. I'm excited to see whether this would get a 10. It's sort of my first artwork of this base set Charizard I've ever owned, really, and it's you know, it's exciting to have that and to see it in person. I know it's like relatively cheap version of it, it's like roughly 70, £65 raw, but I'm excited nevertheless, and I can show you what I eventually did with the numbers. I crunched some numbers and yeah, decided it was a great investment, guys. So I'm going to bring you over to the Excel now. This is what I managed to get together from the list of cards he put in the description. You see I put all the listings down the left hand side. I've also put in raw price, grading fee, and the graded prices 8, 9, and 10. PSA only, no Beckett. Number amount graded, so how many we've actually got in circulation from PSA. The 10 rate, so the amount that graded 10s, and then the gem rate, which is the percentage of 10s compared to numbers graded. So if we just take a look at some of the main cards, this is what, I'm going to go through this pretty quickly, but this is what I don't see any point in you know, taking into account cards that don't have too much value. I could probably sell some of these as a bulk collection, maybe recoups a few pounds here and there. But for the main part, I've only taken, you know, the heavy hitters, the main hitters for the set. So the gem rates sort of vary. They're varying from 60 all the way down to 4% there. So these two are outliers because they're the metal cards that we saw earlier. They're hard to grade. You know, they come chipped, they come damaged from the UPC, so they're hard to grade anyway, let alone being a second-hand collection. So I'm not too worried about grading those cards, but some of the highlights here, I'm seeing Mew, 60% gem rate, £32 raw, 75 in a 10. That is decent. I'm looking at the Umbreon Gold Star. I'm excited to grade that. 17 raw, 55 10, 65% gem rate. I'm also looking at a few of the other little ones. Shining Magikarp looks decent. I could try and make some off that. The Charizard, obviously I have to grade. It makes no sense not to grade it if it's decent condition. The Mega Rayquaza EX actually surprised me. It's selling for 50 in a 10. So decent profit there if we can hit that 10. Is there anything else? I think that's most of it. Birthday Pikachu as well. Potential. Yeah, so I'll end up reviewing them all, but these are the numbers. I can put this down in the description for you guys. Attach it there. I mean, the highest graded card is the Charizard for obvious reasons. 33,000 copies graded in with PSA. 21,000 of those in a 10. So definitely the most common card graded here out of them all. But just to see a collection like this for the price was amazing. £388. I've summed it up in raw. That's raw value, and considering I bought this collection for roughly 229 pounds, sorry. You know, we're looking at a raw profit of 160. That's good going. That's a good nice little return there. And even if I was to grade at 15.50 a card, you know, if I was to take all of them, it's 550. If I took 15, it'd be roughly 230. So if I was to add that on top of that resale price, I would get a total sell value of £1,200. That is with a profit of 470. So it's looking good, guys. I know it's only £100 difference from the resale raw price, but I've got time. I can wait. We can do a PSA return video. It's It would be a good video to do. I really wanted to do one for a long time now. Yeah, it would make content. I think we could make some money in the process. So yeah, exciting. Let's take a look at some of these cards now. What's up, guys? So this is the collection, but before we get into this, if you do me a massive favor, smash that like button for me, guys. It would do me an absolute solid to get this channel kick started. Yeah, we can get right into the collection. So if we go through the non-valuable cards, I'll say first, and oh, actually let's go for this one, and we can take a look at the big hitters afterwards. So these are some of the lower value singles that was in the collection. See, Lance's Charizard, nice promo there. Dragon Ball Prime, Pikachu VMAX, that hopefully from the little set behind. Nice little Pikachu V. Greninja, the impossible 10 that I would sort of want to grade. It's in a sealed thing. I don't know if you can see in there, but it is sealed inside of there. Is it going to be a 10? Is it any point grading? I don't know. Potentially. Some Professor Oaks there. The you know the score, guys. These are the 25 cards in the set, in the main set, that I might sell as a bundle. There. So these are more of the heavy hitters, the GXs, the pulls, as you might say. So these, I'm tempted to grade some of these. The risk reward is quite low on these. You know, it's more of a risky play than anything else. To be honest, I'll probably give these a pass. They're stunning cards, but I might have to sell them. As a collection, guys. So what I'll do is I'll link my eBay in the description. If you guys see them on there, you want to pick them up, you're more than welcome to do so. So these are the guys. These are the guys in question, especially this main guy. Now, as you can see, there is a hell of a chip on that front edge there, right at the top. Don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, it's right there, and there's a bit of a scratching on that surface. So I mean, there's no point me really grading this. The back looks quite clean, but there won't be much point me grading this. So I'll probably put this out as a pair, really, as the metal card with the Pikachu. With this one, it also has the exact same chip in the exact same place. Camera focus, please. So I believe there was part of the same PSA issue when they were first grading them. They were chipping the cards because their grading process was rubbish. But they fixed that in the end, and you can resubmit them now. But that is putting me off. You know, harsh, I would be giving it an 8 if I was hopeful. Also an 8, maybe a 7, who knows. But these two will be going, that's the harsh reality of it. They'll be going on eBay, guys. Pick them up if you want. Nice cases from him, by the way. I rate that, fully rate that. So these will be the main hitters that I'll be looking at subbing to PSA. Yeah, let's just briefly go through them. Both the Mews, this Charizard, which we'll take a look at that in a bit now. That's going to be an important one. Birthday Pikachu, Magikarp, Umbreon, Mewtwo, surprisingly, Mega Rayquaza, surprisingly. The Pikachu V Union, I need to get these out the sleeves and have another once over at them. I'm not sure if they were minty. We'll have a look off camera. The Pikachu V, which is actually also in its case still. I love that from the seller there. And the Pokeball might sell this, you know, single by itself. I'm not sure whether it adds much value to grade it. Yeah, let's take a look at this Pikachu real quick. Yeah, still in its case. See, I don't know. Go in if you can. It doesn't look too bad. Potential, guys, potential. But let's get to the big boy without me messing this up. So is this a 10? It is very, I wouldn't say very slightly even, is off center a little bit. There's not much in it. The surface looks good. Looks good to me. Clean finish. The edges look clean. Let's have a look at the back. I mean, the back's pretty clean. I mean, it's just slightly not centered. There's a little bit of whitening on that top right, maybe. But guys, you gotta risk it for a biscuit. You really do in this game. I think it's worth it. I think it will be worth it. The back looks clean. And I'm happy that you put the condition of these cards up. I really am. You could sell. So yeah, potential. Again, looking to grade these. So I'll put in the link to my eBay in the description. You guys can potentially pick some of these cards up. Again, it's the name of the game. I'm trying to make some profit here. I'm trying to teach you guys the same sort of methods and hopefully to make some profits. So take that as you will. I'll see you in the next one when we'll be opening that bad boy up, hopefully. Maybe we'll even pull another one. Who knows? Thank you guys. See you in the next one.